What do you want? Your wallet. Give it.
Hello everyone. Today, I'm going to tell you about actors in 1990 American romantic fantasy thriller film called Ghost, starring Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore, and Whoopi Goldberg. It was written by Bruce Joel Rubin and directed by Jerry Zucker. The plot centers on a young woman in jeopardy, and the ghost of her murdered lover, who tries to save her with the help of a reluctant medium. The film was an outstanding commercial success, grossing over $505 million at the box office on a budget of $21 million, and was the highest-grossing film of 1990. It was nominated for 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Score and Best Film Editing. Now, in this video you'll see how have the actors of the movie Ghost changed. You'll know their original names and age. I will show you how they looked in 1990, and what's with them now in 2022. And please, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Here we go.
Yo, man, you want to step on it, please? I'm driving as fast as I can.
Remember a cab driver when Sam and Oda Mae in hurry to go to Molly's apartment. When Oda Mae asked him to drive faster, he said, "I'm driving as fast as I can." Then Sam take over the gas pedal to make taxi run faster. Played by Soyid Faraj. Minnie is an old apartment woman, neighbor of Oda Mae and her sisters. She helped Oda Mae and her sisters from Carl and Willie's pursuit. The role was portrayed by herself. She passed away at age 89 on December 31, 2001 in Los Angeles, California.
Rita, it looks like you'll be withdrawing $4 million from us today.
Lyle Ferguson is a banker who accepted Oda Mae closing account for a scammers named Rita Miller. Sam tells Oda that he known Ferguson for 5 years, although he may be intelligent, lacks any resemblance of social skills. Sam met Ferguson at the Brewster's Christmas party last year with his wife and he was very drunk at the party. Played by Bruce Joel.
Orlando, is that you? Yeah, that's pretty hard to see. Damn, baby, what you do to your hair? Orlando, you like it? It's autumn sunrise.
Ortisha is one of Oda Mae's clients at her seance parlor. She is Orlando's wife, a ghost who used Oda's body to communicate with Ortisha. When Orlando asking about what she did to her hair, she said her hairstyle is autumn sunrise. Played by Vivian Bonnell. Vivian died on November 18, 2003 at age 79 in Los Angeles, California, because of complications from diabetes. He is a police sergeant, whom Molly asked for Willie Lopez crime files. But after searching a few moments, instead Lopez's files, he gives Molly Oda Mae's records. In the past, Oda Mae got so many records including forgery, selling false ID, fraud and racketeering. The role was performed by Stephen Root.
So, what happened to you? Shot, huh? Hey, you may as well get used to it. You could be here for a long while.
The hospital ghost is a minor character in this film. After Sam finds himself as a ghost due to being murdered and follows Molly to the hospital ghost appears to him. He says that being a ghost like a whole new ball of wax. He sees Sam's dead body, and then they both see an old man losing his life and going to heaven as a spirit. Played by Phil Leeds. Phil died on August 16, 1998 because of pneumonia. He violently only shared his train with other living things instead of other ghosts, which included Sam. Eventually, he taught Sam to move solid objects. After teaching Sam how to move objects, they both start to have a conversation and seem to get along, until the subway ghost suddenly switches back to being delirious and violent towards him. Played by Vincent Schiavelli. Schiavelli died of lung cancer on December 26, 2005 at his home in Polizzi Generosa. Clara Brown is one of Oda Mae's sister. Played by Amelia McQueen. Amelia McQueen was a part of the original off-Broadway cast of Ain't Misbehavin' in 1978. She also had roles in Martin, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, All About the Andersons. She was passed away on October 3, 2020 at age 68. Louise is second Oda Mae's sister. She was portrayed by Gail Boggs. Gail Boggs is the daughter of Willie Boggs, a tree surgeon, and Alice, a dietitian, described having always dreamed of being a Broadway star. Her professional acting break came in 1971, playing Sylvia with a touring group in Australia in a pop-rock version of Shakespeare's play The Two Gentlemen of Verona.
I don't want to do it. Where am I going? I'm leaving. I did everything I said I was going to do. And don't be following me because I'm finished and I mean it. Have a nice life, have a nice death, goodbye.
Oda Mae Brown is a resident of New York City and works as a spiritual advisor out of a storefront scenes parlor in Brooklyn. Though she was told as a child that she had the gift by her mother and grandmother, who were both able to communicate with the dead, Oda Mae did not actually experience communication with the spirits until she met Sam Wheat during a scenes for an unrelated client. She was portrayed by Whoopi Goldberg. Willie is a rogue robber and trickster, but he has never been arrested. He lives alone in a small flat in Oda Mae Brown's neighborhood. He is seen to drink Pepsi and eats noodles. He's kind of stressed, as he should just rob Sam and not kill him. But Willie did not expect Sam to react, and so he fired the gun at him, as seen in his discussions with Carl Bruner. He was portrayed by Rick Aviles. He was died on March 17, 1995 because of AIDS. Carl Bruner is the main antagonist of this film. Carl was once a friend to the late Sam Wheat and Molly Jensen in the beginning of the film, and later, he sent Willie Lopez to take Sam's wallet, only for Willie to kill Sam. At the very end, he is killed when hit with a glass window, and he is dragged to hell, like Willie was. He was played by Tony Goldwyn. Sam Wheat is a 20 years old or something New York banker, living with his long-term girlfriend, Molly Jensen. Sam and Molly are attacked by armed thug Willie Lopez, and Sam is killed by a gunshot during a struggle with Willie. Sam's ghost arises from his dead body, which lies next to the distraught Molly. He gradually realizes that he is a ghost whose presence cannot be seen or heard. He seeks the help of a reluctant medium, Oda Mae Brown, to protect Molly when Willie plans to strike again. Played by Patrick Swayze. He died on September 14, 2009 because of pancreatic cancer.
Somebody help us!
Molly is a 26-year-old artist, living in New York City with her boyfriend, Sam Wheat. Molly and Sam are just moved into a New York City apartment. Later in the movie, Sam dies. and then contacts a reluctant spiritual reader to warn Molly of Sam's murderer, who is after her next. Molly can't hear or see Sam without helps from Oda Mae, but later in the end of the film, Molly suddenly realizes that she can hear him. A heavenly light fills the room and Sam becomes fully visible to both Molly and Oda Mae. The role was performed by Demi Moore,